All right. So let's start with main quest number 1. And that first main quest is the Make It Rain campaign is ending soon. Hope you guys finished with your quest. With it finishing, what are your guys' favorite seasonal events? That is a great question. Yes, Make It Rain campaign is ending on June 20th at 8 a.m. Pacific. So if you haven't gotten your quest in, gotten your fancy emotes, get those now. Try to rack up as much MGP as you can, because you get big bonuses on the MGP from anything that you get MGP on, even your weekly challenge log. So get after it if you're looking for something fancy from the MGP vendors. I myself have not finished my quest. I need to do that because I want those fancy emotes. They're shiny and glittery.
Oh yeah, they're great.
Pretty nice. I've gotten everything else that I really want from the vendor. All I'm really missing is orchestrion rolls. So I feel like I'm in a good spot. Well, that and triple triad cards. But yeah, I feel I'm in a good spot. I got all my mounts. I got all the minions. I've got the emotes. I've got dances, hairstyles. I got all that stuff. So feeling really good with my MGP situation. I feel like we need a couple more high value mounts and minions. More minions, please. More minions. Always need more minions. But Piers, how are you doing on the Make It Rain campaign?
Usually I spend a lot more time in the Gold Saucer during the Make It Rain campaign, but for some reason this year I haven't spent as much time. I do try to make sure I at least do my mini cacpot every day and try to get most of my challenge log done. But a lot of the time in previous Make It Rain campaigns, I'll be chocobo racing all the time and making sure I'm like hitting every single gate and all that stuff. But this time around, not really anything I'm going after. I know last Make It Rain campaign I was going after the giant cactar guy still, the 2 million one. Yeah, so I had a goal. Now it's just I'm accumulating a lot of MGP just for a rainy day, kind of like you. Orchestrion rolls are kind of all I need, and that 1 million Cloud Strife card for triple triad, which is crazy. I don't know if I'll ever spend 1 million on that, but it's been fun though. I honestly enjoy Make It Rain, I think, more than most seasonal events because it's something that will keep you occupied for the entirety of the campaign.
Yes.
Yep, where I concur. Old seasonal events, like for the most part, you just go in, you do a quest, and then you're done. And then you don't really worry about it for the rest of the time that the event's active. But Make It Rain is something that at least will keep you occupied for the time being. So that's why it's one of my favorites. But overall, I think that it's been fun. I think it's a great thing that they do with Make It Rain. It gets a lot of people into the Gold Saucer. So
yeah, especially when they might ignore it for the rest of the week. Other than their jumbo and maybe coming to get their daily cacpot. They spend time in there. These couple weeks are, I think, when I see it the most populated throughout the rest of the year. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So the second part of this, though, what is your favorite seasonal event? Mine's going to be pretty sweet and simple. It's Make It Rain because, as you said before, it keeps you engaged pretty much, the entire 2 weeks, unless you're hunkered down, doing ultimates, and then you're just drained for the rest of the day. After that, it's just whatever gives a minion.
Of course.
And maybe that's an overall issue with seasonal events in general, is that beyond the initial quest for most seasonal events, once you're done with it, you're done. There's no reason really to go back. I do like that there's some vendors, but there's nothing of consequence on those vendors that makes me want to repeat some of those instances like we had for the Halloween event that wasn't on Halloween. It was a cool dungeon event, but there was nothing on the vendor that I wanted to keep going back there to accrue more currency to get anything. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that when they do special event things like that little dungeon that they did for the Halloween event or stuff like that, even I remember past Valentine's Day events where like you would pick somebody and take them into like a special instance, and you guys had to like team up to go through a special obstacle course. I thought that was a lot of fun, as long as they make the rewards worthwhile, you know, and keep people going and doing that content. But for the most part, like they're just throwing in some simple like furnishings. I mean, not even everybody has a house they can decorate. I know apartments are a lot more attainable, but you know what I mean. Like it's just kind of one of those things where I wish that they would give more of an incentive to continue doing the seasonal event.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like I'm bringing Final Fantasy 11 up every time we have one of these podcasts. The seasonal events in 11 are so much different. At least they were back in the day. Like those were things that like you just spent the whole time doing it, because some of those rewards you would get were actually crazy good. So like actually good things you could use for your everyday stuff. Like one was like a warp staff that would like let you warp for free every 24 hours. It was crazy. Yeah.
Sweet.
So like some really cool stuff. I don't know if they could do that in 14, but like at least give us something that we can strive to do to keep us doing the seasonal event. That's all I'm asking for. But
I hear you, man. But now we want to hear from you all. Do you like the seasonal events? Do you think they could do some things better? If you finish your Make It Rain and you're just like, tell us about even what kind of things you're aiming for on the NGP. You got a couple of days left, so drop a comment down below. Tell us what you think. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and massage that like button, drop a comment down below, and hit subscribe for more content. Until next time, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. End of line.